In today's episode, we are going to be becoming the richest player on my survival world. And how exactly may we do this? We are going to be trading with villagers so we can get ourselves some diamond armor, some mending books, and a whole lot of stuff. That way, we can become the richest player in our survival world. Alright, so on the stream, which was episode 3.5, I've built this pumpkin farm, and honestly, it has been doing really good. But the issue that I'm coming up with is we lost our villager. Um, that villager we cured last episode, I've lost him. I don't know where he is at all. I mean, there's these two farmer villagers, but these two aren't at max trading level. So we lost our villager. I don't know where he went, but he's somewhere, and I don't know where. Now, he could have died from a zombie. We have like 10 iron golems protecting this village, so I doubt that he would have died from like a zombie or something, but I didn't see him in the nether. I even put the security thing here so they can't get into the nether, but I could have left it open at some point and they got in there. Now, the villager could have came into this cave, but I don't know if it would go in here or not. There's lots of possibilities of what could happen to this villager, but yet I don't know the exact reason or exact thing that happened. Just because I don't know, because I didn't see him anywhere. Now, I mean, I did look through the nether a bit, but that doesn't mean he couldn't have walked through the nether and stuff like that. Now, I also built this cobblestone farm, and this has honestly been working really well. I mean, that's terrible evidence there. But like we have double chest here, 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 and a little bit of a chest here. Now, I will be leaving the two farms I built in the description if you guys also want to go check out these two farms. Though, how this farm basically works is, now, let me state this. If you are doing this on a server, which is going to have like paper or spigot, if you're doing it on there, you will have to enable a feature there that's not already enabled by default. But if it's a fabric world or a fabric server or something that's not paper or spigot, you will be fine. But what you need to do is just trigger this, and that's going to turn it on, and then you click the button. So that's going to start the duping, which is basically just going to blow up all the cobblestone here, and it's going to bring it down here. Right now it's not because it's filling up this hopper, but as you can see, that already gave us a stack. Like, if we look through here, you can see how fast this goes. That hopper's already filled. Yeah, it goes really fast, and it's going to do that to every single chest. So, we can't get distracted off of our main point. Our main point is to get villagers and be able to trade for emeralds. And actually, because I have limited time to record this video, because I waited to the last minute, I only have 2 hours to become the richest player in my survival world. And that's honestly a good amount of time. So with that, I'm going to be setting a timer for 2 hours, and we are going to become the richest player in our survival world. I have a 2-hour timer going on now. You guys can also see it on screen if I can get the editing correctly. But yes, what we also have here is a mending villager, 31 emeralds for a mending book. That's sort of good, but it's also not good. Now, what our main thing that our goal that we kind of want to get is we want to get 3 stacks of emerald blocks. That is what we're going to consider the richest. Now, we'll have to see how long that takes, but we're going to also be building something with those three stacks of emerald blocks. I don't know exactly what we're going to be building with it, but we're going to build some sort of monument. Now, what we can also do is we can chop down our big tree we have here. I've just been getting a bunch of planks, really, and just been planting them. It's been pretty effective so far, and hopefully it can continue being effective. Because the more trees you plant, the more saplings you get. So because of that, we are able to get ourselves a lot. I've been doing this because I have a stick trade, which that is a pretty easy way to get emeralds. I mean, it's not the most effective way, but it is an easy way to get emeralds. The only annoying part with this is when we get one of these big trees, then we have to do a lot of work to chop down the entire tree. And from here, it looks like we have two of these big trees. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of work. Now that tree thing got me a lot of wood because look at how much wood we got. So we can turn all of that into sticks, which is going to be a really easy method to get emeralds. Now, another good way is actually gold. I would love to build a gold farm eventually, but I'm not able to do that right now because that's going to take way too long. And if you remember, we have a 2-hour limit. Now, I know some of you guys may be saying, like, oh, Joy, just build a string duper. You get lots of emeralds for that. Well, honestly, I'm not going to be using any dupers for this. And I mean, yes, we do have the cobblestone TNT duper right here. But we're not using cobblestone for the trades. This entire challenge we're going to be doing without any dupers or anything like that. Now we also have a sugarcane farmer going up over here, so that is going to help us a bit, but it's not going to help us too much because our paper trade isn't that good. So what I would like to do is going to get up here and hopefully we can get some more emeralds from the stick trade. Hopefully it's open again. But our main thing is going to get efficiency 4 on our fortune 3 pickaxe. By doing that, it's going to help us get some gold more easily, which is going to be the best option. Though honestly, we don't even need fortune on, or if we don't even need efficiency on our pickaxe. It would be nice to have it, but it's not a mandatory requirement. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop down into this cave and we are going to get ourselves a lot of gold. Listen, I know this is a terrible deal. I mentioned it many times before, but it's worth it if we want to get emeralds. We are spending diamonds for emeralds. I mean, we do get good sword and good axe, but still, we are spending diamonds for emeralds. Yeah, that's what's happening here. I also got myself a lot of gold. I had like more than 2 stacks of gold. That's all been used up. We only got 8 emerald blocks. That's not a good deal. I still don't know what the best way to do this is. Like, I was trading for stuff, and that's not doing too much. We are an hour and 21 minutes left, so we're about 40 minutes in, and we don't have 8 emeralds blocks. That's not that good of a deal. I would love to be able to get more stuff, but I don't know how. Now, I mean, we could try to do something where we do a raid. That could usually give us emeralds, but that's not going to give us enough, I don't think. Honestly, the main thing that's stopping us is the cooldowns. There is a lot of cooldowns that goes on, and that's really annoying because we kind of need those. or those are kind of stopping us from keep on trading. Now there is a Mason, that's terrible for him. This needs to be lit up or something, because the Mason just walked in here, and he could have died if he didn't walk right back out. Maybe that's how my farmer died, I don't know. But yeah, if we can get ourselves a lot of stone and stuff like that, then that could actually help us a bit. My Mason has his stuff reset. Our old Mason must have died, and this is a new Mason. That's annoying. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the best way is to get emeralds, at least at this stage, because not much of it's doing anything. And now we got 12 emerald blocks. So, I mean, we are getting somewhere, but 3 stacks, and we only got 12 in about 50 minutes? That's not great. I mean, I said I wasn't gonna do it, but it might kind of be worth it to smelt up all the coal that we got. To smelt up all the cobblestone that we got from that cobblestone farm, and just make it into actual stone. I just got myself a bunch of more sticks. It's not much, but I got myself some more sticks. That way we can trade with this villager again, but it's still not going to be the best. I'm getting a bit concerned because I'm looking around this village, but I don't see our mason anywhere. Like, I don't normally see him, so I guess it's not that bad. But I don't know where he is, and he's not anywhere around here. Now, something that I never mentioned here was we honestly have to do this. It's something that I wanted to do, and what I wanted to do was, this is going to be our base island. I never mentioned this in a video or a stream, but this island is our base island. This is going to be where our base is, and our village and city and everything. Everything that we want to build is going to be in that village. And this village area over here is going to be our farming district. Which is why we have the cobblestone farms, the pumpkin farm down there, bamboo farm, tree farm, sugarcane farm, things like that. This is more of our farming area instead of house, if you get what I mean. Our mason's back. I don't know where he lives, but he came back for us, so that's always a good sign. Yeah, listen. I had to do and I had to get myself some sort of trim. I mean, yes, we aren't getting exactly the most time well spent because we have an hour left, but I had to get myself a trim. Well, honestly, it doesn't really matter how much emeralds we get, because I honestly had no plans for this. Yeah, so basically, this video didn't really have any plans. The entire thing of becoming the richest player in this world was meant to be an entire joke. Yeah, and I kept it as a joke for a while until I noticed it was not working well. So, really, we got 2 stacks of emeralds. Um, the main thing I just wanted to get done with these emeralds is to get mending on everything. Now, of course, that's all good. Though, I of course could not come up with the title for this thumbnail, or for this episode, so that's why I ended off with this whole joke sort of thing. Though, we are still doing this. This is an actual episode, but there's not actually going to be any richest player or anything like that, because honestly, there's only one player that can play this world, and that's me. So it doesn't matter if I'm the richest player in the entire world or anything, because there's nobody to compete against. So, of course, it doesn't really matter if I am the richest player in the entire world or if I'm not. because technically, I am the richest player at all times. Even if I had nothing when I died at the end of episode 2 and the start of episode 3, when I had nothing, I still was the richest player because there's nobody else to compete against. So because of that, I will always be the richest player. So it didn't really matter. But to be fair, just thought about playing a little bit and trying to see how much I can get within a little bit. We do still have an hour left. The timer can be taken away now, because there's not really any point in it. But yeah, still, we can actually end that on my phone. Yeah, I got. We do need to get ourselves some mending. That was kind of the main point, of this, which was I kind of just wanted to get myself mending. I do have mending on one of my pickaxes, but I need mending on the rest of my stuff. And as you can see with my armor, as you can see, as you can see with my armor, it is terrible. Durability is going really low, and I need to make sure I can be able to have good durability. And it's not going to be breaking randomly because we have prot 4 on almost everything, and that's really good. So I don't want to have to deal with my chest plate breaking, and especially when I spent all my diamonds on emeralds, which first off, that was more of just making me mad there, but I just had to do something there, because that kind of actually seemed a bit fun there. Because I never actually bought diamond or emeralds from diamonds, because it's a terrible trade. It's awful, but yeah. Also, right now, I'm just getting myself some leather because we actually need it. Yeah, today's episode, the main plans I had was just to get, um, some farms built, and that's really it. As you can see, we also hit day 100. We're actually day 114 now, because of I'm recording this episode, but during the last stream I had, which is episode 3.5, which I should also mention this in the videos, every episode between the episodes, I do a stream, so after this episode, there's going to be another stream for episode 4.5, which that is the stream, and then I do another episode there. So I do one episode. So I do one stream between episodes, but it's still at least something to keep it going. Now, this sugarcane farm I actually really needed because of getting the. I actually really need a sugarcane farm because I need paper for like the books and everything. So this actually turned out being useful, but still not too useful for emeralds. As you see, we got ourselves 10 books, which is really good. But it's not going to be the best, and you're going to see my emeralds drain out incredibly fast once I start buying stuff. Because I don't even think I can buy 10 books. I think I could only buy 4 books, and that's crazy. Yeah, I can only afford 4 books, and that is really crazy. You would think I could buy a lot more with like 2 stacks and 16, but the emerald price there was insanely high. So because of that, I could only afford 4 books. Though we can put it on some of our most valuable armor, which is going to be my helmet and my chest plate. At least just my chest plate. Because that's going to be the most valuable, and I guess I could put it on my helmet. I would put it on my boots, but the issue with that is I don't know if I'm going to re-roll that so I can get fortune. I don't know if I'm going to re-roll that so I can get, whatever feather falling on it, and Death Strider. I don't know if I'm gonna reroll that, but I know I'm not gonna reroll my helmet. Even though it still needs some stuff on it, I'm not gonna reroll it because I don't really want to reroll it. Honestly, I'm gonna take these emeralds I have now, and I'm just gonna buy myself a lot of food with it because that's probably gonna be the best bet. I would like if it has pumpkin pie if it's selling it. It does not sell pumpkin pie, sadly. Okay. But I would love it if it would sell pumpkin pie eventually. So yeah, basically we have built ourselves a cobblestone farm. I know I didn't really touch on it too much because of the whole thing that I was doing. But how this basically works is these are cobblestone generators. If I turn on the see-through leaves real quick, you can see all these leaves are waterlogged. And how it's working is these lavas here are going all the way down, and they touch what these things, whatever it's called, yeah, they touch leaves, and because of that, it turns it into obsidian, and or not obsidian, cobblestone, and it does the same thing for all the way around. And then I don't know how this works here. This is a whole lot of mess. But this is some sort of TNT duper. Which I am allowing. That's the only duper I am allowing, which is just TNT because certain farms need it. Um, but actually, if I just go bring myself up for a moment, yeah, this is basically how it goes or whatever. So basically, if I flip this, it will move the TNT. That's going to blow up right there, like that. Those are waterlogged there. Actually, let me turn on free cam. Okay, so I have free cam installed. And basically, down here, it's all waterlogged. So how it's working is you flip that lever, and then that's going to send a pulse here, which will then move this down, and then it's gonna move it over, and somewhere I think there's a observer that watches it. Oh wait, no, okay, so this is being pulsed through the sand, which is activating that. The observer's picking that up and moving the piston there, but because of this block is moving, it's triggering this redstone line, which because of that is triggering that obsidian and making sure that stays down or something like that. And then because it's triggering here, that's also being triggered up here, which that triggers this, and because of redstone, the trapdoor will trigger the note block, and this is detecting the note block, which will then trigger this piston, which is going to push it back, and it does all that in a couple milliseconds, which will then cause it to dupe, and then the TNT is going to fall down here, and blow itself up. Yeah, this is a very complicated farm. Um, so if you don't know redstone too much, this doesn't really matter up here. But what as I said, it's just basically a bunch of triggering and detecting everything. So actually, if I go turn off free cam, and then I flip this again, that's going to move that down there. TNT is going to blow up yet again. And now, if I click this and I trigger free cam, you can see how this works. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It disables it when I take damage. So it's going through, and if that block is there, the redstone is going to pick it up, push it through here. That's going to activate this piston, which is going to move. That's going to activate this redstone line. And then because it's activating this, it's going to activate the trapdoor. That observer's picking it up somewhere. It's activating it somehow. And then down here is just basically a holding chamber to be like, after this many seconds, we're going to activate this. So yeah, the video that is in the description doesn't go over how it works. This is just how I'm assuming it works. The video is by Shulkercraft. amazing person. And yeah, so let me turn that off. Uh, Boom. And then if I can trigger it, there we go. Yeah, it's gonna be starting to fill up all the way down here, which is insane that's going this far. Yeah, we are now at day 115, which is not too bad. So yeah. And so basically, what I also would like to do. Oh yeah, I forgot I turned off the resource pack. But next episode there will be a painting right here for 100 days, including the 50-day poster right there. Which I should also mention, if you want to download all of the posters for this thing, they will all be in my Discord server, which you can join with the link in the description as well. I post all the world downloads for in there, and I post all of the posters in there. So if you guys want to go check that out, you can with the link in the description. And world downloads are accessible every 100 days. So at day 200, there's going to be a free world download. At day 300, there's a free world download. Things like that. Though the only thing is, if you do get the world download, just keep in mind my items will not be there. Because it is only set to my player, and because of that, my items will not be accessible to be get, or to be my items will not be accessible to you to get to there. So just keep that in mind if you do download the world. You'll have to get your own items. But the stuff in the chest will be there. Right now it's just a bunch of cleaning up that we're doing. Trying to make this place look a bit better. We honestly don't even need this here. And I should also mention, yeah, we did get bamboo. I got that during the stream as well. But we actually got ourselves moss last episode. I totally forgot about it last episode until I saw it in editing that I got moss. And because of moss, we can try out some new things, which is going to be really amazing because I never actually tried this before. So it'd be nice to see if we can get it working. Bro, my dude just stole my bone meal. How dare it? Okay, we barely got any bone meal out of that, but that's fine because I don't really need too much bone meal for it. But yeah, we're gonna place that, and then we can basically just get myself a bunch of moss carpet. Moss carpet's gonna be the key thing that we're gonna be using here, so we can see if this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to look as good as I hope it would, but hopefully it does. So what we're doing is we're gonna be taking these fences, and we're gonna be putting it down here. Which I need to find the best spot for it. I guess we can do something here. So it's not going to be the best location, but it's at least some location that we can put it so it would work. So now if you walk over it, in theory, you should be able to. But if I lure this villager... Okay, I guess... I thought you could lure villagers over. Um, but that's fine. I just need a lead wherever a lead may be. What happened to all my leads? I know I made some, but I don't know what happened to them. But either way, we can make some more. And I actually did not know this until recently, but you can lead iron golems. I did not know that. So let's try bring him over here. Oh, he can walk over it. Wait a minute. What if, just what if, we have golem patrols? If any mob tries coming after us, we will have an iron golem here that's going to be fighting. for us. And we'll have one on the other side as well. That may actually be a really good idea. That way, we are always protected there, and no mobs can come through and attack us. Now, this is really nice. We're gonna have to send this one in by one just because of how it is. But that's fine. We can have it like that. Perfect. Yeah, he is now as a security guard for this side, and then we have a security guard for the other side, which that's going to be really handy. So we can just basically be on this bridge and we would be safe. Now, I showed this off in a live stream, but I never showed it off in a video. And yeah, you can see a bit of what I was doing down here. I would like to have a better thing going down there. That way we can have like maybe some sort of maintenance way or whatever in there. But that would be kind of something that would be cool to have. Because we also don't need these, we can block it off. But both sides have its own entrance. Well, not entrance, but has its own hollow thing or whatever, so we can get in from both sides. So yeah, basically, there's not too much that I have left planned to do. So that would be it for today's episode. Next episode, I hopefully plan to get myself some better things like a house or something going on over here. I don't know too much of what I'm gonna do over here. Though I do hopefully plan to build something over here at some point. I know today wasn't the best episode ever, but it that was at least something, and I would have more planned for this episode, but of course I was on the time limit. That part was true. So yeah, I wouldn't have as much stuff planned for this episode, but we were at least able to have some things done, like getting mending on most of our stuff, and then of course getting iron golems as a protector there, and then just trading with villagers and having that farm built and the other farm built. So today's episode may be a bit shorter, but still, it's at least something that we can do. So yeah, with that and the silhouettes of the cobblestone farm, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. Yes, it is shorter, but it is still an episode. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And other than that, we'll be seeing you guys in the next one, which is episode 5. Which has zombies coming after me, so I better hurry up this outro. We're being invaded. Okay, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And other than that, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, do all of that stuff, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next time. See you guys.